Hey guys, what is it? Monday. Happy Monday! Woohoo! So, I'm going to be talking about haters gonna hate. I had a really interesting experience this weekend, so I'll tell you about it in a second. What I want you guys to get from this is something new, something different for yourselves, right? Because I've had people, other haters, right? And it like really got me. Like I really felt upset, right? It's that feeling of when you get a bad review from somebody. I did a video on this, and you're like, but I was just living my life. Like, why did I get this bad review? You know, and if I was like, gosh, this isn't fair. Well, was different. I felt very different. So I'll just get into it. So what happened was, there was a woman in our group, and she's like, what even, like, why should we ever even pay you guys $1,000 for your course? You know, what's proprietary or whatever. And I was like, oh, cool, I get a brag. So like, my answer, I was like, oh, this has happened for our clients. Isn't this, you know what I mean? It's like, we've had clients go from 0 to replacing their income in 5 months. And we've had one client went from $2,000 in sales to $20,000 in sales with one training. And then when she joined our course, she's jumped up. Now she's over $35,000 in sales in a month. Like, you know, we just barely had somebody who just started in April, so that was 5 months ago. They just hit $10,000 in sales. Well, 9,997. Like, I mean, I have story after story after story, you know, like people who've surpassed my income and stuff. Like, you know, I had one client who was at $35,000 a month in sales. He jumped to $75,000 a month in sales from one coaching call. So it's like, you know, I have so many stories. And, and then she's all, well, send me a trial. I'm going to look and see if it's worth my money. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have trials on our courses, but you can check out all the free training and see if you like my teaching style. And then it took kind of a nasty turn. She got all like, you know, so when you were broke and starting out, were you taking advantage of people? And I was like, huh? So anyway, and then she's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. So then I muted her so she couldn't talk anymore in the group. And it was kind of cool because then I had a bunch of our people, they jumped and they're like, wow, no, you guys are so great and you guys provide so much value. And so see, I have a lot of positive reviews from people. Lots. I mean, like, you know, I've helped people get results, but even people that are just kind of new and have actually done the trainings and have actually showed up to my lives, like they are like, wow, this is great, you know? And so in there, they're commenting about how, you know, how useful and valuable and everything. But see, sometimes people, they weight the negative so much heavier that even though you have all this positive, the negative is what weighs you down, rather than listening to all that positive and taking it in and believing it. So this was very different for me because previously I had somebody coming at me and being like, you don't do this and you don't do this and you don't do this in my group. And I was like, whoa. And I started to feel really badly, like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm not providing any value. And I got all freaked out. Well, this time I was like, you know what? No, I know that I help people. I know what I do helps people. And then someone was like, oh, by the way, she's totally doing this in another group about you guys. So like she's posting our picture and my name and you know, saying I'm a scammer to like one of the biggest Amazon groups on Facebook. I was like, cool, thanks. So, and then, you know, there were some people who jumped on, like they start piling on, right? And this is the thing that is interesting to me, because I would never do this, right? Like if someone is going to call somebody out like that, I would never go research and try to find screenshots and all that kind of stuff. Like the people that have that amount of time is amazing. And so my point here is you can't be transparent enough. You can't be helpful enough. You can't have a mission like where you literally want to help people enough that people aren't going to hate on you sometimes because they are haters. It's their problem, not yours. They're unpleasant. They want to troll stuff. All they want to look at is the drama and the negative, right? Like we have somebody posted a screenshot and it showed our sales. You know, we're very transparent about what we make and what we sell. And he was like, yeah, you guys are down. I think it was like 5% from last year or something like that. He's like, yeah, I'm excited for your course, whatever. And I was just like, gosh, what an interesting fellow that he took the time, effort, and energy to hunt that down, post it, and be so awful about it. But I mean, like, this same guy has been kicked out of that same group for being so awful. And what I was struck by is, okay, look, I don't have to be in that guy's brain. I don't have to deal with whatever negativity that he wants to just pile on anyways. Because see, we're transparent. We've talked to the people who are in our trainings and been like, hey, this is why. If you see this number, we're down 5%, and I'll tell you why. And it's because we're shifting up some of our models. Like, I am transparent about what's going on. But see, and see, this is the thing, right? It's like, I'm transparent. I get people results. I have like literally helped people shift their financial lives. And I could let those negative reviews hurt me or make me decide that I can't do this anymore, or I can just keep standing to my truth. That I'm here to help people. I am transparent about what we are and we are not. Because yeah, there are other people making more money than us, and that's cool. I'm glad for them. You know, we've made our choices really consciously because we didn't want to work a ton. And, you know, I mean, we're switching up our models. We're messing with our Amazon business. Like, it happens. That's the way business works. And that's the best way I know how to provide services, by leading by example, right? So even though I do all of that stuff and I have a whole bunch of free training, I still have people who, like, you know, want to hate. That's what they want to do. And so I want you guys to understand that in your life, if you have somebody who's really negative, if you have somebody like that who's just really awful, or if you're out in the world on Facebook and somebody just totally rips you a new one, just know it's them. And just be happy that you don't have to live inside of their head. Because, you know what I mean? Like, if I feel good because I show up and I do everything I can to make a difference for people. So I could just stand in that truth. And previously I would have just buried my head in the sand. Instead, I put together a comment and I put it in there. I wasn't going to fight with people. I was just going to explain my side of how it is, what we offer, you know, and then people can take it or leave it, right? I felt really good about it. I felt like the whole thing ended up, like, I handled it really well. Like, I didn't get angry and spiteful back, you know. It just, I stood in my truth, which is that I help people because I have the evidence that I do. And then I just let that other stuff go. And I haven't let it wait, you know. So it was actually kind of cool, because what it did is we had a whole bunch of people show up in the group and be like, you guys are great and this is great. And I've had personal messages where, like, seriously, I don't know you very well, but you guys are so amazing and I'm so glad that I found you. Like, literally, it's so amazing. Like, having that little bit of negativity pushed up all this positivity towards us from it. And I mean, like, that people maybe wouldn't have done it otherwise. So, like, look for the blessings, stand in your truth, and honestly, give no fucks about the haters, because they are gonna hate shit. I mean, literally, that song is true. Haters are going to hate. You know, it's like the people that you go places with and they're never happy. You can't make them happy. Nothing's gonna make them happy. They're always gonna be like that unless they make a change, right? So what I've done, right, is I'm sending those people that hopped on, piled on, the woman who was so unpleasant, you know what? I'm sending her love, because I don't have to live in her brain. I get to live in mine. How amazing is that? So, you know, I hope that this helps you guys, because I do know that out there on the internet, sometimes you're going to bump into negativity. You're going to bump into people criticizing you. You're going to bump into people thinking you're not doing it the right way. No matter how much value and part of your soul you pour into what you're doing, sometimes you're going to get people who they just need to hate something. And the brighter you shine, sometimes the more those people want to try to crush that. So it's our responsibility to be like, fuck that, no, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to shine my big old bright light and you have to deal with it. And then, of course, the other thing that's so nice on Facebook is you're just like, block. You don't have to deal with anybody that is like that with you. So how amazing is that, right? All right. So the last thing I want to talk about is energy. So with that hater energy, there is energy. Like, it gets in your body. No matter how standing in your truth you are, there were a moment, like, as I was reading in that group, some of the people that I respect were kind of saying some stuff that wasn't the most positive, and I started to feel so sick in my stomach. So this is what I do, okay? So you take a few deep breaths, and then what you want to do, even breath can release the energy. You know, it's the in with the good, out with the bad. And you, like, this motion, this, shaking it off, this, stomping your feet. And one of my favorites, and this was from Stephanie Smart, she's like, I pretend like I'm a duck, and I walk like a duck, and I go, I'm a duck, I'm a duck, I'm a duck, I'm a duck. And that's because ducks, you know, when they're water, the water just rolls right off their back because their feathers have a coating. So they literally, it just rolls right off their back. So just imagine, like, just that stuff just rolls right out of your body. And so, you know what I mean? Like, for me, I've been able to be really cool. And I was actually like, awesome, this is a great opportunity to see what people are saying who aren't haters. And we had a whole bunch of people. Okay, so I got a call. I don't know what they'll do on the video, but anyway, you know, it was a great opportunity. We had a bunch of people show up saying some awesome stuff who don't usually say anything. So there you go. Take the blessings that come from all that stuff. Stand in your truth. Get rid of that energy because it's not yours. It's theirs, and they get to sadly live with it in their lives, okay? And lastly, just shine that light all over. All right, guys, that is my gratitude and bitchiness for the week. I'm going to be doing live videos continuing, and I will be sharing them into the group. I'm doing a live video challenge, so you guys can check that out. Thank you guys for being here. I so appreciate everybody that is in this group. And let me know in the comments, like, did you get anything from this? Did this resonate with you? Was this helpful for you? And, you know, give me some thumbs up, some likes, some hearts, whatever it is. Okay, guys, see ya.